South Africans are not xenophobic, but a nation grapples with anger, fear, and the rule of law. The debate over immigration in South Africa has reached a boiling point. Across communities, conversations once confined to living rooms, taxi ranks, workplaces, and social media have erupted into a national discussion that now commands the attention of governments across Africa.
Africa should develop a much stronger method of helping each other to resolve problems, continental problems and national problems. What we seek to do is to get the issue of migration so broadly and properly addressed.
Images of protests, angry demonstrations, and frightened migrants have circulated widely, sparking concern far beyond South Africa's borders. At the center of the storm stands President Cyril Ramaphosa. His message has been clear and unwavering. South Africans, he insists, are not xenophobic. Yet at the same time, he has issued a stern warning: no citizen has the right to take the law into their own hands.
South Africa is not the only country that is facing the challenge of migration, and we want to learn from how others have dealt with it and how they've dealt with the intricate problems that we are dealing with. South Africa has become an oasis of people who want to come here for a whole number of reasons. We need to be working with all other sister countries.
These two statements have become the defining tension of South Africa's current immigration crisis. A nation under the microscope. For weeks, anti-immigration protests have dominated headlines. Some communities have demanded stronger action against undocumented migrants. Others have expressed frustration over unemployment, crime, pressure on public services, and what they view as failures in border management. But as demonstrations spread, concerns have grown that legitimate frustrations are increasingly being overshadowed by intimidation, violence, and vigilantism. The images have raised uncomfortable questions. If South Africans are not xenophobic, why are foreign nationals fleeing certain communities? If concerns are about illegal immigration, why are legal migrants also reporting fear? And if government agrees that immigration challenges exist, how should those challenges be addressed? Ramaphosa's message to Africa. President Ramaphosa has sought to reassure both South Africans and the international community. His message is rooted in history. South Africa's liberation struggle was supported by countries across the African continent. During the darkest years of apartheid, neighboring nations opened their borders, offered refuge, and supported the fight for freedom. That history carries weight. For Ramaphosa, it is a reminder that South Africa's relationship with Africa cannot be defined by anger or division. The president has repeatedly argued that while immigration concerns are real, they should never become an excuse for hostility toward fellow Africans. His position attempts to walk a difficult line, acknowledging public frustration while rejecting xenophobia. The warning. Yet perhaps the strongest message coming from government is not about immigration itself. It is about the rule of law. Officials have repeatedly emphasized that immigration enforcement belongs to law enforcement agencies and state institutions, not to angry crowds. That warning has become increasingly urgent as incidents of intimidation and violence have been reported in parts of the country. Government's concern is simple. Once citizens begin acting as investigators, police officers, immigration officials, and judges all at once, the risk of chaos increases dramatically. The difference between law enforcement and vigilantism can disappear overnight. And when that happens, innocent people can become victims. Khumbudzo Ntshavheni's intervention. Minister in the presidency, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, has echoed this position. Her message reinforces the government's view that migration challenges must be addressed through legal processes, intelligence operations, and coordinated enforcement, not through community-driven crackdowns. The government has indicated that broader migration plans are being developed, and that law enforcement agencies remain responsible for addressing violations of immigration laws. For authorities, the issue is not whether immigration laws should be enforced. It is how. A country divided by frustration. Behind the headlines lies a deeper story. South Africa continues to battle high unemployment, poverty, and inequality. In communities struggling economically, competition for jobs and opportunities can create resentment and tension. Many residents argue that government has not acted quickly enough to address illegal immigration. Others warn that migrants are becoming convenient scapegoats for problems rooted in broader economic challenges. The result is a deeply emotional national debate. One side demands stronger border controls. Another demands stronger protection for vulnerable communities. Many citizens find themselves somewhere in the middle. South Africa's reputation at stake. The immigration debate is no longer just a domestic issue. Governments across Africa are watching closely. Diplomatic relationships, regional cooperation, and South Africa's image on the continent all hang in the balance. Every new incident attracts international attention. Every statement by political leaders is scrutinized. Every act of violence risks becoming a global headline. For a nation that has long positioned itself as a leader on the African continent, the stakes could not be higher. The crossroads. South Africa now stands at a crossroads. One path leads toward constructive debate, legal reform, and stronger institutions. The other risks deeper division, growing mistrust, and continued unrest. The challenge facing the country is not simply whether immigration laws should be enforced. It is whether those laws can be enforced while preserving dignity, justice, and social cohesion. The coming weeks may prove critical. Government leaders are attempting to reassure the world that South Africa remains committed to constitutional values and peaceful coexistence. At the same time, public pressure for action on immigration continues to grow. The outcome of this struggle may shape South Africa's future for years to come. And as the nation watches events unfold, one message continues to echo from the highest offices in government. The law must prevail. Not fear. Not anger. And not the actions of those who believe they can enforce justice on their own. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, and for more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.